what's up, guys? Damn, who just saw that? That was a crazy set. Oh my god. I'm looking at the stats right now on the BTS Smash page. They're showing the stats. Dude, Mango with fewer openings per kill than Zain. That's so big in Falco Marth. Holy You gotta give Mango props for fucking doing what people feel like. Mango sets his own narrative when it comes to characters, you know what I'm saying? For Marth, the matchup often feels like, to me, it kind of boils down into, you get to play a lot of these little mini games. Like, as Marth, when Falco is coming at you with like the laser, when a Falco is trying to come at you and stay on top of you and stuff like that, there's kind of this like mini game aspect of the matchup where like you kind of have to like win the power shield / whatever you want to do to get him off you battle. Otherwise, Falco just kind of like gets to play in this advantageous position where Marth just kind of has to like respect the fact that Falco's on top of him. And if you fail that mini game and like a Falco like Mango gets on top of you, it's really hard to get him off of you. You have to like do what is practically a reversal to turn that into your favor. And when the Falco is playing really, really well, like the way Mango was, it can feel a little bit out of your hands at times. Because I'll tell you this, all of the Falco players I know all think Fox does better against Marth and Falco. You think Cody should have went Sheik this week? What, against Mango? Dude, nah, Cody could win those games, man. Cody just, it's just, I mean, he even tweeted, right? You look at Cody's Twitter, he's like, damn, I'm really like on the brink of victory, and then I like drop these like kind of simple things. Like, he got reversaled into an SD, like, not only this set versus Mango, but the last time he played him. And that seems to happen a lot in these clutch situations. All he has to do is win those little tiny clutch situations, and these sets are going to start looking super fucking different. Dude, Moky, I mean, not much to say. Moky, he talked the talk and then he walked the walk. Not much to say, but he deserves Division 1, clearly. I mean, Moky definitely fucking, man, Moky and Soonsay both, they look like they could both be the fucking, you know, like what IBDW became, where he's like the Fox player that's in the top 5, top 3. Like, Moky and Soonsay both look like they could do that. Like, I would not be surprised if you came from the future, from a year in the future, and you were like, oh yeah, Moky's top 5 now, Soonsay's top 5 now. I wouldn't be that surprised, you know? Dude, I hate giving Blur credit, but I'm going to give Blur credit here. I think he summarized the matchup really well. I think Falco Marth, if Falco's standing on this side of the stage and Marth is standing on this side of the stage, it's no good for Falco. Like in pure raw neutral, Marth has the advantage. But as soon as Falco has a laser flying at Marth and has a little bit of advantage, like frame advantage in neutral, which is kind of a high level concept, if Falco can stay on you, he can turn that matchup into but he needs to be on top of Marth. Like, he needs to stay, he has to play aggressive. You can't be like camping. You can't be trying to take, because like, if it's kind of like the opposite of Fox Falco. Like Brandon was talking about, I think it was Brandon on commentary talking about in Fox Falco, how you kind of don't want to let Falco set up shop as Fox. Like, you kind of have to stay a little bit on top of him. I think Falco Marth is kind of like that, but instead of for Falco, like, I think Falco can't let Marth set up shop. I think if Falco lets Marth set up shop and threaten like the range where Marth can dash attack you out of your laser, and if he can just get crouch power shields, if he can short up into lasers and do like take the laser forward air, like Marth in neutral can be really, really fucking frustrating for Falco if he's not staying on the Marth, you know? All right, so okay, so I watched a good bit of these sets, and I watched most of Division 1. Dude, Mango fucking dropped 1 game all day. Oh my god. I just realized Mango dropped a single game. He dropped 1 game to Zain on not even FD, which is, I mean, today Mango is the best player in the world, right? Like, no fucking question. No one was touching Mango today. Who did HBox lose to? He lost to Zain, and then he got bounced out to Division 2 by Moky, which was the beef match. Where's that? Division 1 relegation? You saw the tweet, right? Yeah, here we go, right here. This is how it all started, right? On the real, HBox always getting special treatment, pisses me off. He's entered a lot more tournaments than me this year, but his best is easily worse than every tournament I've entered this year. Complete bullshit, man, lol. And then people are like, well, you better fucking beat him. And then he did. Because you're putting a lot on the line. When you make a tweet like this, you better know, like, if you play him, you better come correct. And he did. So none's in. So what are the end results of all this? So Zain, Mango, IBW, and SJ stay in D1. So Wizzy stays in, Moky's in, SFAT's in, Soonsay's in. Wow, Soonsay's in D1, Jesus. That's crazy. Okay, Mango accelerating. Let's watch this clip of Mango celebrating. I don't know why you call the clip Mango accelerating, but let's find out. Wow.
Gotta give homie just a little bit.
Hey, let's go!
Yeah, buddy!
Falco beating Marth and FD twice, bro. Falco, I mean, we knew it was possible, like, from their friendlies. Like, you don't have to look that far. Like, if you watch any Mango Zain friendlies, like, you can watch their FD matches, and like, when Mango's playing good, he hits like a fucking truck on FD. Like, he hits like as hard as Zain. So it's like not that weird. You know what I mean? Mango definitely like fucking hits as hard as Zain on that stage. Mango said Falco beats Marth on FD. Oh, said. Dude, my first tournament I ever went to was really funny. I was a Falco player, you know, it was my first tournament in Seattle. I had to play DJ Combo, who's a crewmate of Silent Wolf and Eggs and Com Master. Combo status. He was like top 3, top 4 in the state. And he was one of the OG, really, really good Marths. Really technical Marths for the time. I'm sure most of you guys haven't heard of him, but DJ Combo was definitely like one of the Marths, like in the, you know, early 2010s / late aughts, whatever you want to call them, 2000s. And I had to play him second round of winners, and I lost game 1, and I was like, fuck, man, I'm playing Falco Marth. It's my counter pick. I guess I'll go FD. You know, I can laser you on FD, and it should be hard for you to get in, right? Like, I control neutral with my laser. That's how that works. And then he chain grabbed the fuck out of me and shit on me. So I was like, okay, that was bad. But maybe I was right. Maybe 13 years later, maybe we're learning that I was onto something. And maybe I was just the worst player. Yeah, see, this situation right here, by the way, this is exactly what I'm talking about. When you can, when this right here, like, when you're pushing the back of Marth's shield, like, this is like Falco's wet dream right here. This situation right here, and Mango's so good at, you can't, like, you have to take an unfavorable RPS game. Like, you don't get to fucking just react to everything and this is exactly where Falco wants to be. Fucking pressuring the back, dude, when Falco's on the back of Marth's shield like that, that shit is fucking stressful. Not to mention he's so easy to shield poke. He has to light shield to get out of there. And if you're light shielding, you take more shield stuns, so you can't fucking do out of shield options. You're just trying to get out. Let's get the pop off.
I'm the FD master. That's me! That's me, baby! That's me!
You guys remember the Summit 10 interview? Zain was talking about, we interviewed Zain after he won, and we were asking Zain, like, okay, you look like a really fucking complete player. What do you think you have to work on? Like, what do you think you can be better at? And he was like, well, it's kind of an artifact of my character as well, but I don't think I'm the best off of scrambles. When you look at Mango off of scrambles. And what I mean by off of scrambles, dude, okay, you know what really impressed me? This is what I mean about being good off of scrambles. Okay, you guys know the commentators were talking about, this is like a Falcon thing, so this is a little bit, keep up with me here. Chef Rock made this tweet that was like, tip of the day, many Falcons buffer shield out of lag every time, sometimes roll. Learn to mix it up to keep your opponent honest up close. A good strategy I use for escaping awkward aerial trades like below is SDI, ASDI down and away into, down and away into Dasher Gentlemen. It's like, look at what he does off of these awkward scrambles. Watch the Falcon here. You see him like, see, that's right there. Look, this is where Zain got that awkward up smash, which was definitely a mistake, but like, look what Rock did because he was fucking ready for it. You see that? A lot of Falcons roll or shield here. Like, even the really great Falcons. Dude, it feels good to have a Melee tournament to care about again, you know? I feel like what we need to do, like, our job at this point in the Melee community is like set the stakes. Right? Set the stakes for when, I feel like Bobby's really good at setting stakes. I feel like we got to set the stakes for like what the, because like, you know, there's so many tournaments right now. There's so many tournaments that not everybody's going to enter every tournament. Not everyone's going to watch every tournament. So it's really important that everyone's on the same page as to what the stakes are. And I think with the Scar and Toph show, that's what we're trying to do. I want to see Cody make finals one of these weeks. At least. I think he will. I think Cody will make finals at least one of these weeks. I mean, remember last time we had some mix-ups all SCL long last season. Remember that? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Mango busted out like 1 week or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised. But, dude, anything could happen. I mean, I don't know how you guys expect me to call this. There's no way for me to know, right? It really comes down to how they're playing. Mango and Zain look fucking phenomenal right now, though. But Mango looks more consistent, dude. Honestly, Mango right now looks a little more consistent. Also, Mango has the advantage of if Mango runs into Axe or any of the Falcons, Mango, at least with the Falcons, like, it feels like the Falcons and, like, they can all make it look pretty close against Zain sometimes. And I feel like when Mango gets the Falcons, and you always run into a fucking Falcon in semis. It feels like at that level, you always have to beat one Falcon on your way to finals. And like when Mango runs into a Falcon, it's just like a cruise, you know? So that's like a big advantage, I think, for Mango. The fact that like on Mango's way to finals, if he runs into a Falcon, it's like, cool, I'm gonna fuck Johnny up, I'm gonna fuck Wizzy up, whatever. And he can kind of do his thing, play his game. And then Zain has to work pretty hard. I actually think that could be a factor. Except one Falcon, except none. Yeah, even Mango none, like, you know, none is definitely fucking cracked out of his mind against Falco. Like none does things to Falco that the other Falcons for some reason feel like they can't. But even then, Division 2 is going to be a slaughter. Man, the fact that Plup got kicked out of it, Jesus, dude. Plup Kadoran, which was probably one of the best matchups for him. I can't believe. I mean, Plup looked not great, and I know Plup's really frustrated about his controller right now. And believe me, I fucking hate controller issues in Melee. Controller issues are easily the worst part about Melee. Like when you have a bad controller, the game is just not nearly as fun. You know what's funny? You know what's actually really funny to me was I was thinking a lot about Mango Falco recently because of I was commentating MDVA some with Zain, and we had to watch fucking what's that guy's name? Silly Willy. Okay, so I was watching MDVA Summit. Silly Willy got fucking second, by the way. Silly Willy, I know all the big news this weekend is on. All the big news this weekend is about SCL, right? But I was watching MDVA Summit yesterday, and finals was Rishi versus Silly Willy. Now, Silly Willy, if you don't know who Silly Willy is, I was watching Zain, and I was commentating with him in the morning, and he was telling me Silly Willy is the only Falco that's ever beaten me besides Mango. And he said Silly Willy is the Falco that's in Mango's brain. Like, he always mentions, oh, that's the Silly Willy to Mango and all this. And I was looking at what Silly Willy was doing in what he has in common with, because I think very few Falcos, and Zain was even saying he feels like very few Falcos really play the matchup correctly. And like, dude, when Mango fucking gets on Falco and he just does not get the fuck off of him, like that's what you should be fucking doing in the matchup, man. That's why Mango looks so fucking good in the matchup. And I feel like a lot of people, they just let Marth get into his comfort zone. And I feel like Mango does not let Marth play in his comfort zone when Mango's playing good. And it's so fucking big. And it was funny because I was, again, MDVA sub was fucking wild because they had Zain entered with Fox and Rishi was in it and Lod was in it. And all these other, honestly, pretty fucking good players were in it. Bzim, who's a Yoshi that took a set off Hbox. And Silly Willy got second. And I was like watching him versus Rishi in finals. And I was like, yeah, this looks good. This is like how Falco, I got me kind of just thinking about the Falco Marth matchup. And then I was thinking like, huh, you know, Mango Zane's going to happen tomorrow. Like, I think the way Mango's playing, I think he's got a real fucking shot, you know? And then boom. I'm loving Mango's Melee right now. I'm fucking loving Mango's Melee right now. So good, dude. I told you guys my theory. I think Mango's secretly really smart. And I think he acts dumb for content sometimes. I think Mango acts dumb for content. I'm onto that motherfucker. I'm onto him.